Yo, I'm coming, y'all. Hey, yo, cuzzo, play me some pimping, man. Play me some pimping. I like that, though. Halloween coming. Halloween coming. Halloween coming. We talking about spooky wookie today, y'all. All things spooky wookie. But let's get this show on the road. What's up, guys? What up, guys? It's a YouTuber I watch. He be like, what up, guys? I hate when he say that shit. But, what up, guys? Today, y'all about to be talking about spooky wookie. We are going to be talking about horror movies, y'all. Horror movies, scary movies. Cause you know, when you're talking about horror, you got your like subgenres. So you got like your thriller horrors, you got your suspenseful horrors, you have fantasy horrors. There's so many subgenres to the genre, if that makes sense. Cause horror is the main genre, but then you got your subgenres. We about to get into all of that though. We about to get into all of that. And to kick it off, I gotta start with the original OG, you know what I'm saying? The original Beehive, Mr. Candyman himself. Be immortal. Cause y'all, this shit was terrifying. Like to see this shit as a child, you know what I'm saying? Especially like the scene when the bees coming out his mouth. Cause I don't know, I think he was trying to like, I don't know if he was trying to put the bees, have them bees go in her mouth or what, but that shit was just scary, man. That shit was horrifying. And then I remember my cousins, they'll be like, I dare you to go in the bathroom and say Candyman 3 times. Like, hell the fuck no, I'm not about to go in there and do that. And they would always try to do it when it got dark, you know what I'm saying? Like we had all day to play Candyman. Y'all wanna wait till it get dark, you know what I'm saying? Like I pop out, this nigga standing at the door.
I'm waiting on you at the door.
Hell no. Like, no, we're not gonna play those games. Like I say, I had to start it off with Candyman though. Cause if we're gonna talk about the OGs, I'm gonna get them out the way. Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers. Yeah, we're gonna get the OGs out the way. Because especially Michael Myers, cause like Michael Myers been chasing Jamie Lee for the past 40-something years, and like that shit ain't right. Like that shit just is not cool. You feel me? Like do you know how traumatic that has to be? You feel me? Like, cause I would have thought probably after the first 3 years, I'm like, okay, shit probably done settled down. But like, no, this nigga just kept coming and coming. And matter of fact, speaking of Halloween, like they got a movie in theaters like right now. Right the fuck now, y'all need to go check out. Like I say, he just wouldn't leave her alone. I can't leave her alone. I like that shit now. Hey, that nigga, hey, he gotta have that Jamie Lee now.
He doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned.
Part 13 is in theaters right now. Y'all be hating I have to look down, but this is what the note said, man. And also, Jason, you feel me? He been on the scene since 1980. He made his first debut. He has a total of 12 movies. And also Freddy Krueger. Cause y'all know that little 1, 2, you better lock your, that's infamous. That's infamous. Like that shit is like, you feel me? That shit gonna be sung forever. Forever, ever, and ever, ever. Hell yeah. So let's talk about, okay, so like I say, there's different genres when you get into, you know what I'm saying, horror movies. So let's get into a fantasy thriller horror. Well, I don't know, this is technically it probably ain't a horror movie, but y'all as a child, like this shit used to scare me, man. Like I was horrified of this movie. The House of Dodge Drill. Y'all probably don't even know nothing about that.
On Pluto's house.
Yeah, like I'm saying, y'all, I was like in the 3rd grade. Shout out LJ Bell School. I can't even remember the librarian's name. I cannot remember her name. It was sweet little black lady. But yeah, she had us watch this movie. And it took us like 3 days to finish it. And like I say, for 3 days, I was just terrified. Like the shit was spooky. Y'all, like I say, horror movies, scary movies, horror movies, scary movies. These are movies that I came up with that scared me, y'all. These were horrifying. And shout out to Belvedere. This episode is sponsored by Belvedere. By the Deer. But another person that was in House of Dyer's Drill, Mr. Clarence Williams III. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, by the time I seen him in House of Dyer's Drill, I was already kind of scared of him. It was just spooky. But if you don't know Clarence Williams, like he was also the man from Tales from the Hood.
Won't bring around the rosies, huh?
Oh yeah, the doo-doo.
The infamous Tales from the Hood. And we definitely gonna talk about Tales from the Hood, cause like that shit was, kids shouldn't have been watching that. Kids shouldn't have been watching that. Y'all remember the scene? What scene was that? KKK comeuppance. Y'all remember the white man? You know when the little black people came out that painting? Yeah, that shit used to scare me. Like, whoo! Cause y'all know these little wood knot peoples. I don't know what y'all call them. We call them wood knots. But my grandma, she had a whole bunch of these. And like while I'm watching Tales from the Hood, I'm just looking at these little people like, what if they came alive? And you feel me? But moving right along, like I say, Tales from the Hood. What all we done talked about so far? House of Dyer's Drill. Oh yeah, right now we are on Tales from the Hood. And shout out to the cast of that movie. And I want to give a special shout out to Paula J. Parker. Because she always had the struggle roles. Like she's never been a princess. She's never been a cute little nurse. Like she could have even been dispatch for truck drivers in a movie, you feel me? Like she always had these rough roles. And then they got David Alan Grier. He whooping her ass. Shout out to Ahmad. You know what I'm saying? Because before Soul Food, Ahmad was in Tales from the Hood, holding it down. Y'all, shout out to kid actors, because I think kid actors bring another layer to the suspense in movies. And then what about Crazy K? Shout out to Hakeem, R.I.P. to Hakeem from Moesha. I don't even know his name. I don't know his real name. I just know him as Hakeem. But like he had a little scary spot too. Like look at this. Like this is terrifying. And you know, as I got older and went back and rewatched it, like he's been given a chance to pretty much right his wrongs, and even in the end, like he still just, you feel me? Shit, he wanna be stubborn. Spooky wookie with them goons and them goblins. Spooky wookie with them goons and them goblins. What y'all know about that spooky wookie? Because today we talking about spooky wookie. But we're gonna keep this list moving right on along. Like a 2005 hit movie, Skeleton Key. I think this is like a slept on movie, y'all. This is slept on. Cause you know, this was an era where you was getting like The Grudge and The Ring and Saw. You was getting all these like slasher, gore type horror movies. And here they came with like an intricate plot to make you think. Cause pretty much in the Skeleton Key, you got two slaves from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much jumping bodies. You know what I'm saying? Once they get too old, they'll jump into a new body. And like I say, it was a twist. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even catch it till after watching it probably about 4 or 5 times. You feel me? Because, you know, back in the day, we didn't have the internet just so accessible that we could log in and, you know what I'm saying, get the movie broken down to us. So if you didn't catch it, you just didn't catch it. Because, you know what I'm saying, like I say, once you go back and watch it, they're giving you hints, but it just be hard to kind of pick up on it sometimes. Like I say, back in the day, we didn't really have the internet just so accessible that we could log on and, you know what I'm saying, just fact check shit. You know what I'm saying? You really couldn't do that. So in 1999, when the Blair Witch Project came out, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know that shit was iconic, the Blair Witch Project. Like, I remember that little scene. I tried to find it, but when she was running, you could like just see the snot running out her nose. Cause it was like, it was shot, it was handheld, you feel me? So we had never seen that like in the theaters, and it was, I remember people believing that it was real, and shout out to the producers and everybody that was a part of that, because they really helped push the hype that this is like some real footage we found and edited together and are presenting. But that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case. It was all staged and fake. But yeah, y'all, like, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, you guys. Spooky horror, gooey gremlins, and the goons and the goblins. And we're gonna wrap this episode up. I hope y'all made it to the end. Get in the comment section and drop some of your favorite horror movies, some movies that you look forward to every Halloween season. Matter of fact, is it Halloween season or Halloween day? You know what I'm saying? I guess it depends on how long you celebrate that holiday, holiday. But anyway, y'all, I'm Nuncy, and like I say, comment some of your favorite horror movies, and I'm gonna get out of here. Ching, 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 ching.